私の人生はこれで良かったのか、残された時間に何の意味があるのか、そう問いかけるあなたに私は断言しましょう。その虚しさこそが人生最大の好機であり、あなたが真の幸福へと舵を切るための天からの招待状なのです。今日は人生の夕暮れ時にふと心に忍び寄る虚しさという感情について、そしてその正体とそこから脱却して黄金の晩年を生きるための天地宇宙の法則について、あなたと膝を突き合わせて魂の底から語り合いたいと思います。さあ、力を抜いて、しかし耳だけはしっかりと私の声に傾けてください。あなたが今この声を聞いているということは、あなたの魂が何かを求めている証拠なのです。偶然ではありません。これはあなたの魂が呼び寄せた必然の出会いなのです。あなたはこれまで本当によく生きてこられました。泥にまみれ、汗を流し、時には涙を飲み込んで、社会の荒波に揉まれ、家族を守り、あるいは組織の中で歯を食いしばり、懸命に走り続けてこられたことでしょう。若い頃に描いた夢、追いかけた野望、それらが叶ったこともあれば、指の隙間から砂のようにこぼれ落ちたこともあったでしょう。しかし、どうでしょう。仕事が一区切りつき、子育ても終わり、ようやく手に入れた自由な時間の中で、あなたは今、心からの充足を感じているでしょうか。それとも、ぽっかりと胸に穴が開いたような、冷たい隙間風が吹き抜けるような感覚を覚えているでしょうか。多くの人が、この晩年の虚しさに直面し、おののきます。これまで必死に積み上げてきた地位や名誉、財産、あるいは世間体といったものが、心の穴を埋めてはくれないことに気づき、愕然とするのです。友人は減り、体は衰え、鏡に映る自分は日増しに老いていく。その現実に打ちのめされそうになる気持ちは、痛いほどよくわかります。しかし、恐れることはありません。私が長年、この世のあらゆる人間模様、そして森羅万象を観察してきて確信していることがあります。それは、その虚しさこそが、あなたが物質的な生き方から魂の生き方へとシフトするための合図であるということです。いいですか？よく聞いてください。虚しさの正体、それは役割の喪失ではありません。それは、魂の不燃焼なのです。あなたがこれまで身につけてきた社会的な肩書きや誰かの親という役割、それらはいわば人生という舞台の衣装に過ぎません。舞台の幕が降りかかり、衣装を脱ぐ時が来た。その時に衣装の下にある裸の自分、つまり魂そのものがまだ何も表現していない、まだ十分に燃えていない、まだ遊び足りないと叫んでいる。それが虚しさの正体なのです。あなたの魂はまだ引退などしたくないのです。むしろ余計な荷物を下ろして、これからが本番だと手ぐすねを引いて待っているのです。厳しいことを言うようですが、これは真理です。多くの人がおいおい言い訳にして自分の魂を牢獄に閉じ込めてしまっています。もう年だから今さら新しいことなんて、どうせ私なんて、そうやって自らの可能性に分厚い蓋をして過去の思い出という名の冷たい石を積み上げているのです。それでは虚しさが募るのも無理はありません。過去を振り返って生きることは死に向かって後ろ向きに歩くことと同じです。しかし今この瞬間、未来に向かって生きることは永遠の命を生きることなのです。あなたが今60代であろうと70代であろうと、あるいはそれ以上であろうと、魂に年齢などありません。鏡を見てシワが増えたと嘆くのはおやめなさい。そのシワはあなたが笑い、泣き、悩み、乗り越えてきた人生の年輪であり、勲章です。しかし、魂は生まれたての赤子のように、常に新しい刺激、新しい創造、新しい愛を求めているのです。では、具体的にどうすればよいのか。その虚しさという霧を晴らし、輝かしい太陽のような人生を取り戻すために、私があなたに授けたい、いくつかの普遍的な法則があります。これから語ることを、一つでもいい。今日から実践してください。あなたの世界が、音を立てて変わり始めることを約束しましょう。 まず一つ目の法則。それは言葉の力を侮らないということです。言霊です。私が長年見てきた中で、不幸な晩年を送る人の口からは、例外なく不平不満、愚痴、泣き言が、まるでヘドロのように溢れ出しています。体が痛い、政治が悪い、近所の誰々が気に入らない、昔は良かった。これらの言葉は、単なる音ではありません。強力なエネルギーを持った呪いです。あなたがこれらの言葉を吐くたびに、言霊となってあなたの周囲を取り囲み、重苦しい結界を作り出します。そして、そのネガティブな波動が、さらなる不幸や病気、トラブルを磁石のように引き寄せるのです。言葉は、創造のエネルギーです。神は光あれと言って光を作りました。あなたもまた、自分の人生の創造主です。あなたがつまらない戸口にした瞬間、世界はあなたの命令通りに、色あせたつまらない場所へと姿を変えます。逆に、あなたがありがたい戸口にすれば、道端に咲く名もない花さえもが、あなたを祝福する宝石へと変わるのです。今日から、今この瞬間から、口にする言葉を徹底的に変えてごらんなさい。朝起きたら、まず目が覚めてありがたいというのです。体が動くなら動いてくれてありがとうと、自分の手足に感謝するのです。食事をするとき、道を歩くとき、誰かとすれ違うとき、心の中でありがとうと唱え続けるのです。これは精神論ではありません。極めて実践的な、運命好転の技術です。感謝の言葉は、心の曇りを拭き取る最強の洗剤です。はじめは心がこもっていなくても構いません。形から入るのです。言葉が心を変え、心が現実を変えていく様を、あなたは目撃することになるでしょう。二つ目の法則。それは生活を芸術にするということです。多くの人が、芸術とは特別な才能を持った人間が、美術館やホールで行うものだと思い込んでいます。しかし、それは間違いです。生きることそのものが、大いなる芸術なのです。朝、お茶を入れる。その所作一つを、美しく丁寧に行うこと。庭の草をむしる。その指先に心を込めること。他人に挨拶をする。その笑顔を最高のアートにすること。洗濯物を畳む。その手つきに愛を込めること。これが芸術です。虚しさを感じる人は、日々の生活を処理すべき雑用として捉えています。だから退屈なのです。早く終わらせようとするから、味気ないのです。しかし、日常のあらゆる瞬間に、美意識と遊び心をつぎ込むとき、人生は極彩色の輝きを放ち始めます。高価な道具などいりません。遠くへ旅行に行く必要もありません。あなたの今の生活、その台所、その今、その散歩道が、あなたの創造性を発揮すべきアトリエなのです。何かを作り出しなさい。それは絵を描くことでも、文章を書くことでもいい。あるいは、あっと驚くほど美味しい漬物をつけることでも、孫を笑わせるための滑稽な踊りを考案することでもいいのです。自分の中から外へ何かを出すこと、表現すること、それが魂の呼吸です。呼吸を止めてはいけません。下手でもいい。誰に見せるわけでもない。ただあなたが楽しむために、あなたの内なる情熱を形にするのです。そうすれば、虚しさなどという感情が入り込む隙間はなくなります。三つ目の法則。利他こそが最高の利己であるという真実を知ることです。晩年の孤独感の正体は、実は自己愛の肥大です。自分を認めてほしい。自分を大事にしてほしい。自分を分かってほしい。このベクトルが自分に向いている限り、あなたは永遠に乾き続けます。なぜなら、人間の魂は、誰かの役に立ったとき、誰かを喜ばせたときに、最も深い喜びを感じるように設計されているからです。社会的な地位を失った今こそ、本当の意味での奉仕ができる時です。見返りを求めない親切、これほど魂を崇高にする行為はありません。道に落ちているゴミを拾うことは、地球の顔を洗ってあげることです。元気に挨拶をすることは、相手の心に灯りを灯すことです。困っている人の話を聞いてあげることは、その人の荷物を半分背負ってあげることです。私が知っているある老人は、毎日近所の公園のベンチを拭くことを日課にしていました。誰に褒められるわけでもありません。しかし、 彼はいつも太陽のような笑顔でした。ここに座る人が気持ちよく休めたら、わしも嬉しいんだ。ただそれだけです。しかし、その人の周りには自然と人が集まり、子供たちが集まり、最後には多くの人に惜しまれながら、満ち足りた笑顔で旅立っていきました。彼は知っていたのです。自分の命を他人の喜びのために使うことが、自分自身を最大に満たす方法だということを、あなたにもできることが必ずあります。体が動かないなら、祈ることはできるでしょう。世界中の平和を、隣人の幸福を、ただひたすらに祈る。その祈りの波動は、必ず誰かに届きます。あなたは無力ではありません。存在しているだけで、誰かの支えになり得るのです。4つ目の法則。それはユーモアという剣を持つことです。人生を深刻に考えすぎてはいけません。眉間にシワを寄せて、将来の不安や過去の後悔を数え上げても、事態は1ミリも良くなりません。むしろ、悪い気を呼び寄せるだけです。どんなに辛い状況でも、そこに笑いを見出すこと。それが賢者の知恵です。私はこれまで、数多くの困難に直面してきましたが、常に心に愉快という文字を掲げてきました。失敗した時こそ、笑い飛ばすのです。やれやれ。また派手に転んだものだと。病気になった時こそ、その病気を観察して楽しむくらいの気概を持つのです。笑いは、邪気を払う最強の衰えです。あなたがわとわらの底から笑うとき、体中の細胞が活性化し、免疫力が高まり、何より、魂についた垢が落ちていきます。世の中には、気難しい顔をして威厳を保とうとする人がいますが、それは逆です。本当の威厳とは、どんな時でも朗らかさを失わない、その強さに宿るのです。自分自身の老いを、失敗を、欠点を、笑いのネタにしなさい。完璧であろうとするのをやめるのです。欠けているからこそ、人間は愛らしい。そう思えたとき、あなたの周りには暖かい風が吹き始めます。5つ目の法則。死を恐れず、生を貪らず、ただいまを完全燃焼することです。虚しさの根底には、死への恐怖があります。終わりが近づいているという焦りがあります。しかし、聞いてください。死は終わりではありません。それは大いなる旅立ちであり、魂の着替えに過ぎません。死を恐れるあまり、生きることを縮こまらせてしまうのは、本末転倒です。明日死ぬかもしれないから、今日を嘆いて過ごすのと、明日死ぬとしても、今日は最高に美味しいお茶を入れて、美しい夕日を眺めて感動するのと、どちらが魂にとって正しいあり方でしょうか。答えは明白です。今日が人生最後の日だと思って生きてごらんなさい。そうすれば、つまらない意地やプライドがいかに無意味かわかるはずです。喧嘩別れした友人がいるなら、今すぐ電話をして謝りたくなるでしょう。伝えそびれた愛しているという言葉を、家族に伝えたくなるでしょう。やり残したことがあるなら、今すぐ着手したくなるでしょう。いつかはありません。今しかないのです。過去を悔やむ時間も、未来を憂う時間も、もったいない。今、目の前にある食事を味わい尽くす。今、目の前にいる人の目を見て話す。今、聞こえてくる鳥の声に耳を澄ませる。この一瞬一瞬に、あなたの全存在をかけるのです。そうやって今を積み重ねた先にしか、満足な死は訪れません。6つ目の法則。それは過去の栄光という名の生ゴミを捨てるということです。私が多くの人間を見てきて、最も哀れに思うのは、会うたびに昔はすごかったという自慢話をする人間です。かつては大企業の部長だった。現役時代はこれだけの売り上げがあった。若い頃は美人でモテた。はっきり言いましょう。そんな話は、誰の心にも響きません。それどころか、その話をしている時のあなたの顔は、猛烈に過去へ引っ張られ、現在という輝きを失い、まるで古びた剥製のような表情になっています。過去の栄光にしがみつくということは、今の自分には価値がないと、自ら宣伝して回っているのと同じです。過去は、終わった夢です。脱ぎ捨てた抜け殻です。そんなものを大切に抱えていて、どうして新しい服が入ってきましょうか。あなたが握りしめているそのトロフィーは、もう錆びついているのです。捨てなさい。名刺の肩書きも、過去の武勇伝も、 全部きれいさっぱり忘れるのです。ただの老人になりなさい。何者でもない自分に戻りなさい。そうして初めて、あなたは人間としての本当の魅力を発揮し始めるのです。肩書きのないあなたに、どれだけの人が笑顔を向けてくれるか、地位のないあなたと、どれだけの人が対等に話してくれるか、それこそが、あなたの人生の真の通信簿です。裸一貫になったとき、そこからにじみ出る愛嬌や優しさ、それこそが晩年のあなたを輝かせる唯一の宝なのです。7つ目の法則。これは少し痛みを伴うかもしれませんが、避けては通れない道です。許せない人間を脳内から追放するということです。あなたの心の奥底に何十年も許せずにいる人間はいませんか。裏切ったも飛ぶか、冷たく当たった親、ひどいことを言った配偶者、あるいは金銭トラブルになった知人、ふとした瞬間にその顔を思い出し、腹渡が煮えくり返るような怒りや、どす黒い憎しみを反芻しているとしたら、あなたは自ら毒灰を煽っているのと同じです。憎しみは、相手を傷つけません。あなた自身を腐らせるだけです。あなたが憎んでいる相手は、今頃どこかで、あなたのことなどすっかり忘れて、のうのうと美味しいものを食べて笑っているかもしれません。それなのに、あなただけが、その亡霊に取りつかれ、大切な今という時間を、怒りの炎で焼き尽くしている。これほど馬鹿げた時間の浪費がありましょうか。許すのです。相手のためではありません。あなた自身が自由になるために、許すのです。許すという言葉が難しければ、関心を捨てると言い換えてもいい。心のゴミ箱に放り込んで、蓋をして、燃えるゴミの火に出すのです。あの経験のおかげで、私は人の痛みがわかる人間になれた。反面教師になってくれてありがとう。そう心の中で唱えて、手放すのです。憎しみの鎖を断ち切った瞬間、エネルギーの漏出が止まり、その力はすべて、あなたの健康と幸福のために使われるようになるのです。8つ目の法則。それは孤独を孤高に変えるという錬金術です。晩年、連れ合いに先立たれたり、友人が減ったりして、一人になることを極度に恐れる人がいます。しかし、恐れることはありません。孤独とは、誰かがいない寂しさに震えること。孤高とは、自分自身と深く対話し、宇宙とつながる神聖な時間を楽しむこと、似て非なるものです。真の賢者は、一人でいる時間をこよなく愛します。なぜなら、人の声が止んだとき、初めて神の声、内なる知恵の声が聞こえてくるからです。朝、静寂の中でコーヒーの香りを嗅ぐ。夜、月を見上げて宇宙の神秘に思いを馳せる。読書をして、時空を超えて古の偉人と語り合う。これらはすべて、一人でなければ味わえない至高の贅沢です。群れる必要などありません。無理をして気の合わないサークルに行く必要もありません。あなたが一人で充実し、内面から輝いていれば、その光に惹かれて、必ず質の良い出会いが向こうからやってきます。寂しい、寂しいと叫ぶ人の周りには、同じように寂しい人間が集まり、互いの傷を舐め合うだけの不毛な時間が流れます。しかし、一人を凛として楽しむ人の周りには、自立した精神を持つ、すがすがしい人間が集まるのです。孤独を恐れるな。孤独こそが、あなたの魂を磨き上げる最高の砥石なのです。9つ目の法則。出し惜しみをしない。これにつきます。お金も、知恵も、愛情も、すべて出し切って死ぬのです。老後のためにと、通帳の数字を守ることだけに救急とし、みすぼらしい生活をして、誰にも施しをせず、死んでいく。そして残された遺産をめぐって、親族が骨肉の争いをする。これほどの喜劇、いや悲劇があるでしょうか。お金は、川の水と同じです。流さなければ意味がありません。自分の喜びのために、そして他人の笑顔のために、生きたお金を使いなさい。孫にお小遣いをあげるのもいいでしょう。しかし、それ以上に、志のある若者を支援するとか、美しい花を植える活動に寄付するとか、あなたの魂が喜ぶことに使いなさい。知恵もそうです。あなたが人生で培った技術、失敗から学んだ教訓、それを墓場まで持って行ってどうするのですか。惜しげもなく親からに教えなさい。見返りを求めず、 すべて伝授しなさい。もったいないという言葉は、物を大切にするときには美徳ですが、自分自身を出し惜しみするときには悪徳となります。あなたの持っているエネルギーを、すべてこの世に吐き出し、空っぽになって旅立つのです。出し切った後の爽快感こそが、最高の往生際というものです。あなたがこの世に何を残したか、それは財産ではありません。徳という目に見えないエネルギーです。あなたが誰かを励ました言葉、あなたが誰かに向けた温かい眼差し、あなたが社会のために流した汗、それらだけが永遠に消えない光となって、あなたの死後もこの世界を照らし続けるのです。10個目の法則、未完成のまま死ぬことを恐れない。多くの人は人生をきれいに完結させようと焦ります。しかし、人生に完成などありません。私たちは永遠に発展途上の旅人なのです。これをやるにはもう遅すぎると諦めていることはありませんか。楽器を習うこと、外国語を学ぶこと、新しい商売を始めること、やりなさい。今すぐ始めなさい。あと数年しか生きられないのに、今から始めて何になるというかもしれません。しかし、たとえ完成しなくても、志半ばで倒れたとしても、その挑んだという魂の記憶は、永遠に刻まれます。学ぶこと、挑戦すること自体が、魂の喜びなのです。結果ではありません。プロセスです。80歳で絵筆を握り始め、90歳で個展を開いた人もいます。70歳から世界一周の旅に出た人もいます。彼らの瞳を見てごらんなさい。10代の若者よりもキラキラと輝いています。もう遅いという言葉は、悪魔の呪文です。今が一番若いという言葉こそが、天使の祝福です。死ぬ間際まで、何かに夢中になっていること、明日死ぬと分かっていても、今日、新しい本のページをめくること、その知的好奇心、向上心こそが、あなたを老いから遠ざけ、永遠の若さを与えるのです。11個目の法則、自分の体という神殿を、最後まで慈しむ。年老いて、思うように動かなくなった自分の体を、疎ましく思ってはいませんか。膝が痛い、目がかすむ、見にくくなったと、自分の体に悪態をついてはいませんか。とんでもないことです。その体は、何十年もの間、文句も言わずにあなたの魂を乗せ、運び続けてくれた、世界で一番忠実なパートナーです。傷だらけのその手、節くれだったその指、しわくちゃになったその顔、すべてが、あなたが懸命に生きてきた証であり、聖なる神殿の歴史です。痛む場所があるなら、さすってあげなさい。今まで無理をさせてごめんね。ありがとうと、声をかけてあげなさい。鏡の中の自分に向かって、よく頑張った、素晴らしい顔だと褒めてあげなさい。あなたが自分の体を愛し、感謝すればするほど、体は不思議と応えてくれます。細胞の一つ一つが喜び、痛みが和らぎ、内側から発光するような美しさを取り戻します。医者や薬に頼る前に、まずあなた自身が最高の名医となり、最高のヒーラーとなるのです。その方法はただ一つ、自分の体を無条件に愛し、いたわることです。そして最後に、12個目の法則、すべての出来事を必然として肯定する。これまでの人生で起きた辛い出来事、悲しい別れ、挫折、失敗、それらすべてに深い意味があったと認めることです。あの時、あっちの道を選んでいれば、あの人に出会わなければ、そんなたらればを捨て去り、あれでよかったのだと、腹の底から肯定するのです。なぜなら、すべての経験は、あなたの魂を磨くために、天が完璧なタイミングで用意した砥石だったからです。あの苦しみがなければ、今のあなたの優しさはなかったかもしれない。あの失敗がなければ、今のあなたの賢さはなかったかもしれない。人生の伏線回収をするのは、今です。過去のあらゆる点を、感謝という線でつなぎ合わせ、一つの美しい絵にするのです。私の人生、いろいろあったが、すべては完璧なドラマだった。そう思えた瞬間、あなたの人生は成功へと変わります。事実は変えられませんが、解釈は自由です。そして、その解釈こそが、あなたの魂のステージを決定づけるのです。さあ、どうでしょう。 あなたの心にかかっていた霧が少しずつ晴れてきたのがわかるはずです。あなたがこれまで感じてきた虚しさは、実はあなたの魂がもっと燃えたい、もっと愛したい、もっと表現したいと叫んでいる命の衝動そのものだったのです。それは神様があなたにくれた目覚まし時計のベルなのです。だからその感情を否定しないでください。ああ、私はまだ生きたがっているんだなと愛おしく受け止めてください。虚しさは敵ではありません。虚しさはあなたに本気を出せと促すコーチの叱咤です。まだお前はお前の本当の力を出し切っていないだろう。そんな小さな器で終わる人間ではないだろう。そう問われているのです。さあ、立ち上がりなさい。そして高らかに宣言するのです。私の黄金時代は今ここから始まるのだと。その宣言が宇宙の隅々まで響き渡り、あらゆる豊かさと奇跡を引き寄せる合図となります。恐怖を捨てよう。執着を捨てよう。ただ愛と感謝と情熱だけを胸に抱け。あなたの命の炎が最後の一瞬まで天を焦がすほどに赤々と燃え盛ることを私は祈り信じています。あなたの人生は傑作です。自信を持ちなさい。胸を張りなさい。そして存分に生き切りなさい。さあ、行ってらっしゃい。素晴らしい旅路があなたを待っています。
Sort of circular thing we're wanting you to anticipate here with us. We want you to understand that unless you're happy, you can't be happy. And that might be hard to hear. Because it seems sort of stupid. But if you'll just play that in your mind for a little while, if I want to be happy, I've got to be happy. If I want to be happy, I've got to be happy. Because, you see, if you say, if I want to be happy, I need $1 million in the bank, there might be a little lag time. Maybe a little. I can't be happy till my lover comes to me. Well, there might be a little lag time. But if you get it into the context of something that you can do something about, I can't be happy until I'm happy. Well, I could be happy if I would try just a little bit. I could be happier. I sure could be happier. I sure could. I have the ability to focus myself into feeling better. And we so want you to understand, you are vibrational beings, and the way you feel are your vibrational indicators. And as vibrational beings, you are broadcasting a signal that law of attraction is responding to. So if the signal that you are broadcasting is giving you a happy feedback, then that means you're broadcasting a signal that's being answered by signals that will eventually bring you the manifestation that will make you happy. But if you wait until you've received the manifestation in order to be happy, then you hold yourself in a holding pattern and the good stuff doesn't come. And it could be here today. Everything that you want, every single thing, everything that you or anyone wants or has ever wanted or ever will want, everything that you want is because you think you will feel happier in the having of it. And if you could show yourself that you could feel happier right here and now, even without the manifestation, if you have the capacity to generate a vibration that in generating the vibration produces a relationship between the vibration the source within you is generating. Did you catch all that? We'll back up and give that to you again. Source is always broadcasting a signal, and you are always a receiver of that signal, and you are always broadcasting a signal. And those two signals are making music. Sometimes it sounds good, sometimes it sounds bad. And so that vibration, there's a discord in the vibration or a harmony in the vibration. There's an allowing in the vibration or a resistance in the vibration. And your emotions are your indicator of all of that. So if you decide that you're going to be aware of what music you're playing, and if you care about the happy music playing within you, then that means you care about what you're thinking, and therefore you begin to gain control of your thoughts, and therefore of your vibrational broadcast, and therefore of your point of attraction, and therefore of everything that comes back to you. You see how it works? But if you're paying no mind to how you feel, if you've got your sights only set upon what you want, And if what you want hasn't come, and even worse, it hasn't been coming, so now you're lonely, or you're defeated, or you're afraid, those emotions, that sad plain music, those emotions are your indicator that you're offering signals and you're not paying any attention to the signals that you're offering, and that matters really, really a lot. In fact, that's the only thing that matters. Because the only thing that has anything to do with you, let's put this in a really blunt place. The only thing that has anything to do with what's coming to you is what you're broadcasting. That's all. Your point of attraction is completely about what you're thinking about. Now we could say, and how you feel about what you're thinking about, but those are only indicators. It really is about what you're thinking about. So if we can convince you that you want to be happy in order to be happy, meaning you want to be happy in order to broadcast a signal, in order to have law of attraction respond to the signal, in order to bring a sequence of events and circumstances and things into your experience that once they come into your view where you can be, where they will be revealed to you. That sounds mysterious. What do you mean revealed? Well, everything's vibrational. And some of you are good at revealing to yourself the content of the vibration earlier than others. We like how that sounded. Some of you have to wait till there's a full-blown manifestation so that you can translate it through your eyes and ears and nose and fingertips and tongue. In other words, till you lick it, you don't believe it. But some of you have the ability to discern vibrational content, to experience the revelation, to reveal to yourselves the vibrational content before you have to see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it. Some of you are able to feel it emotionally. And that's what we want you to start reaching for, because if you will care about the discovery of what you want emotionally, which only means if it can make you happy before it's in your garage, if the idea of it makes you happy, if the anticipation of it makes you happy, if you have the ability to move your thoughts around in ways that you can feel joy in the absence of manifestation, not in the absence of your ability to discern vibration, but in the absence of manifestation, now you've got it figured out. Now you're happy before you have a reason to be happy, if the reason to be happy was the manifestation. So now something's just shifted a little bit. Maybe your reason to be happy doesn't have to be the manifestation. Maybe your reason to be happy can be your alignment with Source. So over time, we've been talking to you in lots of different ways, offering lots of different analogies, wanting to get your attention about this. And we say to you that you are the creator of your own experience. And you said, yay, ooh. You liked it for that long. You liked it for the split second that it meant somebody else isn't the boss of you. But in the moment that you accepted the responsibility for being the creator of your own experience, most of you started freaking out just a little bit. Well, what does that mean? I'm the creator of my own experience. That can't possibly be true, because there are things in my experience that I don't want, and there are things not in my experience that I do want. So clearly there's something else going on. I am not the creator of my experience. And we say, yes, you are. You're just not the wise, deliberate creator of your experience. You're just not the intuitive, knowing creator of your experience. You're the creator of your experience by default, which means you're running around looking at things wanted, looking at things not wanted, offering vibration all over the place, broadcasting signals, having no idea of the signal that you're broadcasting, justifying every single one of them because that was a really bad person who did a really bad thing to me, and I'm perfectly... So, you are the creator of your own experience, we said to you. So after a while, you settled into that. All right. So how can I be the creator of my experience? We say, well, you have to understand that there are these laws, specifically the law of attraction, that is always in action. It's always responding. It responds to everything. And it brings together those things that are like. And so you are the creator of your own experience, meaning you are the attractor of your own experience, meaning you are the broadcaster of a signal constantly that is being answered. And the way your life is playing out is in response to what you've been broadcasting. And then we began explaining to you that the contrast that you think you don't like, even today. Some of you have been around a long time and you still don't like contrast. And yet contrast is your best friend. It is all of our best friends because it is necessary in order for the new idea to be created, for the new idea to be considered, for the new idea to hatch within us. So the contrast helps you know what you don't want, which helps you to know what you do want. And you say, big deal. Knowing what I do want, knowing what I don't want doesn't get me any closer to getting what I do want. It just helps me know what I don't want and know what I do want. And we say, but if you understood that every time you have that deciphering thing happen within you, that there is a rocket of desire that is launched, and you say, big deal. I've launched a rocket of desire, but it's elusive. And we say, doesn't have to be. You say, but it is. We say, it doesn't have to be. You've launched a rocket of desire, which is held in a holding pattern, which we are calling your vortex of creation. You say, sounds all right, but where is it? I can't see it. And we say, we can see it. And you say, well, we're glad you can see it, Abraham, but we can't see it. So you're telling me that everything that I want is in this vibrational vortex. We say, yes, and it gets better. Law of attraction is calling all things that are a vibrational match to it. So it is expanding and becoming more and more exactly what you are wanting. And further, your inner being, oh yeah, that other part of me that I can't see. Yeah. Your inner being, the non-physical part of you, stands in that vortex where I can't see anything. Yes. In that vortex, the vibrational version of everything that you want. And again, you say to us, we've been listening to you for a long time. You think we don't hear everything you say. We hear everything you say. You complain a lot. My vortex is full of all that I've become. Well, how do I see it like you see it? How do I know it like you know it, Abraham? We say, you have to prepare yourself to understand it vibrationally first, which means you have to let it reveal itself to you emotionally first. You got to feel it. You got to feel happy about it. You got to feel eager about it. You got to feel believing of it. You got to feel certain of it. You got to feel trusting of it. You've got to believe in the process that is causing your expansion. But even more, you've got to believe in your ability to use your emotional guidance system to help you tune to the frequencies that allow what's in your vortex to reveal itself to you. Now, those aren't the most accurate words. It's not about what's there revealing itself to you. It's about you preparing yourself to see it. It's about you preparing the frequency of yourself so that you can see it. Now, we know this has got to sound strange to somebody that's just listening in to us, because you've got this reality going on and you're so good at deciphering it through your physical senses that you don't even know you're doing it. You don't know that you are a vibrational interpreter, that what you see is vibrational interpretation, and what you hear is vibrational interpretation of vibration, of energy, of frequency. Your fingertips are interpreting vibration. That's why you feel and smell and taste. But your emotions interpret too. Your emotions interpret in a more sophisticated, a more finely tuned way than your nose. Even among your physical senses, you know your dog hears and smells things that you can't. And in the smelling department, it's a good thing. So even among the physical beings, you know that you vary in your ability to translate vibration. You know you see differently and hear differently and smell differently. And so we want you to focus with us today, because this is the emphasis that you are ready to hear. We want you to figure out how to prepare yourselves to receive what you have been putting and are continually putting into your vortex. So we would like you, we know the vortex was never an analogy that was very pleasing to you, because we said everything you want's in there, just go in there with it. And you said, I'd like to go, but how do I get in there? The absence of what I want is apparently keeping me out. And so now we're wanting to explain to you that creation is about attraction, and attraction is about rendezvousing. When we say you create your own reality, we don't mean you look out into the world and you see something you want and then you go after it and you grab it and you bring it home and keep it. We don't mean creating like that. We mean establishing a vibrational pattern that keeps what you want coming to you on a continual basis. Not just occasionally, not just with peak experiences, but constant flowing, constant steady flowing, constant steady revelation of the good life that you are supposed to live, of the good life that you've carved out through contrast, of the good life that you've been sifting and sorting and asking for, of the good life that you have vibrationally chosen, but may in some cases not be vibrationally allowing or receiving. So now we began talking about the grid. The grid meaning your point of attraction. It's where you stand. It's what you're doing vibrationally. It's how you feel emotionally. It's your point of attraction. But mostly, as far as it relates to something that you can do something about, it means, how do I feel right here and now? So today we want to talk, in the hours that we are playing together, we want to talk about how you might do a better job, if you want to, of preparing your vibrational grid for the receiving of what's in your vortex. Because there is a manifestational point. There's a point where something that was a good idea and something that you're very excited about and something that you want and something that you've been calling future flows into your experience where you can see it, where you can experience it, where you can hear it, where you can smell it and taste it and touch it, you see. There is this manifestational point where what you've created vibrationally and what has been tended for in your vortex flows into your experience. And it's happening for you all day, every day. You are living in a manifested world. It will feel to you like this super mind that is really who you are has kicked in, and you will understand not just where you stand now, but where you are going in terms of the vibrational evolution of that which is you. Now, most of you, especially in the beginning, are more interested in how that plays out in what you want to call your real life experience. In other words, what improvements can I expect in my relationships or in my financial situation or in my bodily conditions? What more can I achieve? And we want to tell you here that there are no limitations, that there is nothing that cannot be massaged into a more harmonic place. And so we want to get that out there as an expectation that you begin to ponder. That's the only homework that we'll ever give you. Expect to understand in new ways, and expect the fruits or the manifestational benefits of that understanding to begin to show up right away. You are together with so many others who are on this precipice of this new unfolding. And don't panic. Don't feel unprepared. You are. We promise you, you are. Your inner being, as well as all that we are, is in full awareness of what your hopes and dreams and desires are. And every word that is spoken from this platform will be in the assistance and vibrational support of these things that you desire. So relax in the trusting expectation that what you want, or even if you want to use the word what you need, whatever it is, you will feel it vibrationally, you will feel it energetically, and you will notice it in terms of see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it, manifestation. The appreciation that we feel for you is greater than you can right now comprehend. You'll feel it and you'll know it. You'll know it as we know it. And what that means is your sense of worthiness, your sense of appreciation for who you are and where you stand and what you've lived and where you've been and where you're pointed and what's coming next. All of that will queue up for you in a delightful way. It is our absolute knowing. So, take it easy. Be really nice to yourself. Be nice to everyone you see around you. Have this knowing that we are in a vessel of well-being, and that all that you desire is in the process of revealing itself to you. Now, we want to clarify. It's been revealing for a while. It has been. It's been revealing itself to you for a while, but your realization factor is going to go through the roof. So let those who know you, who are standing around you, who've known you for a while, just say to them softly, it's going to get real. We're going to do some good work together. Things are going to start shifting. You're going to feel it. You're going to know it. And not just you, but everything that exists will be the beneficiary of this co-creation at its best. We're going to leave you to the beginning of the beginning of the beginning of all of this wonderful stuff. We are so appreciative that you've come to play with us, because without you and the clarity that is you and the desire that you've formulated and your willingness to feel your way along with us, there would not be this expansion. It is all about you. We want you to acknowledge the rightness of where you stand, no matter what, no matter where it is. Because where you are is where your inner being knows that you are. And where you want to be, your inner being knows that. So the path of least resistance has been identified and orchestrated, and the cooperative components have been gathered. And so you can't be off your path. Now feel the non-physicalness, absence of negative judgment about where you are. Now consider what other people around you might be saying about where you are, thinking about where you are. What we're really asking for, what we really want, is that through this conversation that we've had here today, that you've come to some sort of urging or decision to put all your eggs in the basket of inner being guidance, and none of your eggs in the opinions of others around you, no matter who they are. Whether they're your kids or your spouse, the opinions of the world have really done a number on you. And now we're going to offer a more accurate statement. Boy, your perception of them has really done a number on you. Now we're going to offer a more accurate statement. Oh boy, where you see yourself in the world in relationship with everyone else has really done a number on you. Now we're going to make a statement that is even clearer and more beneficial. Boy, you really haven't utilized the step one part of the equation as efficiently or as effectively as you might have. You've taken it all too personally. A little more clear. Oh boy, the buffet of choices in your physical world has not been serving you as well as it might, because of your awareness of so many things you don't want when there are some things that you do want. Which leads us to another even clearer statement. Isn't it nice that you have the ability to choose from the buffet? And isn't it nice that you have the ability to feel the resonance of your inner being with the choices that you're making? Here's another statement. Ooh, wouldn't it be nice if you had the wherewithal, the clarity to leave more of what physical people around you are thinking about you, about others, about themselves out of the equation? And wouldn't it be nice if it was just you in your environment having your expansion and taking satisfaction from it? More. Wouldn't it be nice if step one could really be step one? I know what I don't want. I know what I do want. I know what I don't want. I knew what I do want, without condemning. That shouldn't be part of it. I shouldn't even be thinking those thoughts. Wouldn't it be nice if you could return today, right now, to the attitude, mood, knowing that you had when you made the decision and as you were emerging into this physical body? Wouldn't it be nice if you could know now what you knew then? Ooh, there's a lot going on. I'm going to take it all in. It's there for me to choose and decide. And once I've identified it and isolated it all that is non-physical will rendezvous, will come together in focus to assist me in the manifestation of that. I am a creator, and I am blessed, and I'm going forth to create for the satisfaction of creation and for the absolute, unequivocal, can't get around it, can't get away from it, expansion and evolution of me. And in the process of that, others like me will be finding their way, feeling their way too. And I'll take satisfaction from what they've figured out and from what they haven't figured out. We're all in this together. Let me add it, 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 let me add it. I cannot get it wrong, and I cannot get it done, and I'll never get it wrong, and I'll never get it done. And I can't get it wrong, and I'll never get it done. And I want it, 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 and I want it. And it's fun, and it's good, and it's delicious, and it's right, and it's source, and it's true, and it's real. This is how you felt, you see. And this is the set point that we want to help to restore you to. That's co-creating at its best, yes. Ease and flow, satisfied with what is and eager for more or looking for what more, but not the attitude of determination of making something happen. That almost always pushes it away because there's a sort of urgency about it that is resistant in nature. Yeah. There's a lot going on when we have a gathering like this because we're talking you out of some habits that aren't serving you very well. And often they are habits that you've learned from others, and they are habits that have been encouraged. Hard work and determination and never letting go and stubbornness and invincibility and setting goals. These are things that in the world of positive mental attitude philosophies have all really been encouraged. And they will take you so far. But they block more than they encourage your melding with the non-physical part of you who knows there's no urgency, who knows there's no problem, who knows it's a sure thing, who knows it's all right, who knows that it will unfold. There's a difference between that knowing and wanting to know it. That's a lot of what has evolved within so many of you because you haven't had any choice in some of these longer conversations other than just to relax and see if there might not be something for you. And if you notice, most times you find that there is. And so how do you find ease and flow without feeling bored? Well, each one of you has to find your place. But humans often think they'd rather have a negative thought than no thought at all because some thought feels like getting something done. They'd rather do something than meditate because doing something feels like being productive. And that's been encouraged by other people, especially those who wanted you to do stuff. Yeah. And you can put that in even clearer terms. I'm so damn tired of putting clutter on my own path and then having to work around it. Or I'm so damn tired of getting in my own way. Or I'm so damn tired of keeping beliefs active that I learned along my physical way that I can feel when they're active aren't working for me, but I still do them because it's easier to keep doing the same thing than to do something different. It's easier because of the momentum factor. But once that scale tips, that's when you discover what true ease is and what true leverage is. So the universe says, how about this? How about this? How about this? How about this? And you say, oh, where has all of that been? And we say, in your vortex, queued up, waiting for you to turn your dial to receive it. Every thought that has ever been thought is still abounds, and the law of attraction puts them in rivers and streams. People want to say, there's a stream of good, we can feel that. Is there a stream of bad? Is there a stream of evil? And we say, yeah, but it's a spin-off of man's conscious thought. It's not coming from some source place. It's the compilation of the insecurity-based thinking that humans have done, and those thoughts still exist, and they are nurtured and encouraged generation after generation. Here's the thing. None of it matters, because what's there, wanted or unwanted, is irrelevant as it exists. But what is relevant is your tuning and what you match up with. In other words, don't think in terms of there being thought forms to avoid and thought forms to look for. Think in terms of you being tuned to source, so you have access only to those vibrations, those memories, those ideas, those things that are yet to hatch that are a vibrational match to who you really are. It's like the buffet we always talk to you about. When you go to that beautiful buffet with all of that variety, you don't look it over and say, I would never eat that. Please take it off the buffet. Just don't put it on your plate. But it might accidentally get on my plate. It's not going to get on your plate unless you give it so much attention that somebody who's putting things on your plate misunderstands and thinks you want some. But you don't have to rid the buffet of your world or the buffet of where you live. You don't have to rid it of unwanted things. Just don't match up to it, and it won't be your experience.